Hey, did you like the original Only the Brave? Yeah, me neither. Don't worry about it. But this one right here, Wild, caught me off guard a little bit with its quality. First impression coming up next. What's going on, YouTube Fragrance family? Welcome to another first impression on my channel. Today's on the brand of Diesel. Oh, Diesel. Diesel goes up and down. They hit their peak when I first started on YouTube. They released these two guys, Fuel for Life and Only the Brave. I think this was the peak of the Diesel brand. This one, I'm a FFL type of guy. I was a fan of this, actually. This one, not so much, Only the Brave, but there was fans of both. Diesel as a brand, really synthetic stuff. You're not going to get the highest quality. They're playful and they utilize familiar DNAs that are popular at the time. So I really enjoyed the raspberry note in this fragrance. I actually really liked Fuel for Life, and I still do wear it from time to time. Only the Brave, I never, you know what? I haven't worn this in, I'll be honest, since like 2011. It's been a while. And yeah, this stuff is, and don't hang me. I'm just stating my opinion. Frankly, I haven't worn this that much, and it's fun to see. I reviewed this back in 2009 when I first started my channel. And I think I gave it like an okay score, and that's what it is. It's okay. So today I'm going to be checking out its flanker, and it took me this long to check out the flanker because, hell, I didn't like the original, so why would I like the flanker? That's where the fragrance journey is very interesting. So let's get into it. Let's introduce this fragrance first and foremost. Only the Brave Wild. Sweet bottle. I don't know. I like the green. It kind of looks like something an army vet would actually wear back in Afghanistan or something like that. So this one was released in 2014. I think Only the Brave. Correct me if I'm wrong. Only the Brave 2009, and then they released 2012 was Only the Brave Tattoo. And then this was the next flanker, and now they have the Only the Brave Extreme, which is not doing so well as far as sales go. So before I get into the meat and potatoes of Wild here, I want to thank my partner, fragrancexx.com, for this scent. You can purchase this scent right here on fragrancexx.com. I just checked like 2 minutes ago. It's still in stock, so don't worry. You don't have to rush and get this. You can utilize my sweet code ROBES08 and get 15% off. So Fuel for Life, I actually got a few Fuel for Lifes here. I got Spirit. I really like this one. I haven't reviewed it yet. As you can see, there's a lot of juice missing in this bottle. And I liked it so much, the original, that I even got like the jeans version. Don't know why. And I do have a samples coming up on Diesel Only the Brave Tattoo. It's just coincidence that I bought this and then I got a sample of this in the mail with a purchase. So look out for that if you're a fan of Tattoo. I have never smelt this, so it's nice to see that I'm gonna delve more into the Diesel brand. So now, now that 5 minutes has passed, let's get into Only the Brave Wild. Again, I'm not a fan of the original, so I want to get into my journey with this because every fragrance purchase is a journey for me now. It's funny how in your fragrance journey you tend to like fragrances that other people, smell it off someone else, or you get, your brother wears it or your father wears it and you want to wear the same thing, your best friend or whatnot, and that's how you go into your fragrance journey. Now, my fragrance journey is very interesting. I hardly ever do that. And you guys can comment below how your journey has changed, but mine is more, it's funny, like something like this. Stumbled upon it just because of one note of coconut. Coconut's in this note breakdown. I don't like the original Only the Brave. I blind bought this thinking, what the hey? It's been a while. I have a YouTube channel. If it's crap, good. It's going to be a good review. If it's good, perfect. I'll let people know about this fragrance. I looked on Diesel's website. Looks like they're still selling this. A lot of people are talking discontinuation. I don't see it anywhere else, but in the US, they're still selling this on their website, apparently. So I don't think it's discontinued. So I am wearing this fragrance. I'm living with it right now. So it is on my shirt here and a little bit on my skin. But I'm going to spray it on the back of my hand here to remind me of this introduction. And that introduction is very, very nice. And if you guys recall on my unboxing of this thing, I was actually a little impressed. And the opening of this fragrance surprised me. And it still surprises me. Beautiful, creamy, almost milky coconut is the central theme of this fragrance in the opening. There's also a lemongrass note in here. Very interesting off the top. Lemongrass is just as good as the coconut in this fragrance. Those two notes are kicking butt and taking names. The lemongrass shows its lemony appeal and also its earthy undertones, and it really shows in this fragrance with the coconut, giving it a little bit of depth and a little bit of brightness to the fragrance too, a little bit of greenness to the fragrance. I've seen that it's, you know, the coconut is being explained as a green coconut, and I can see that. But the coconut itself, very watery, but at the same time very creamy coconut water. Very interesting, very authentic as a coconut note. Beautiful introduction. Now let's get into more of the dry down of this fragrance. And what I get is there's some mild woods here. And this fragrance, again, it's a first impression, but it feels very tame on my skin, which is not a good sign. It means that it won't last too long. I might be wrong. Again, it's a first impression, but it has some mild woods here, very faint. There's a synthetic lavender in here that they've utilized before in some of their fragrances. I tried to ignore that a little bit because how good that opening was. So the dry down, not as good. It has some green aspects that I'm going to require to look into it a little bit more. And it got a little sweeter more into the dry down, more towards the end of the scent. So not much of a backbone, but a really good opening to the fragrance, which is interesting. You don't get too many coconut-based scents in our designer game. So when you see one, you got to grab it. So I can't, this is one of those projects that I absolutely love, reviewing a fragrance like this, because it's under the radar. Nobody's talking about it. It's a flanker of a fragrance that was hyped back when it first got released, kind of forgotten now. And these are the type of fragrance reviews that I absolutely love dissecting. I want to see if my initial impression, I like it. I'm going to wear this more than I'm going to wear this, for sure. I already know. So overall, knowing this brand, knowing the lineup of Only the Brave, which I hate, this may be the best one out of the group. And I could see this as a, just top of my head, like a casual workhorse that I can wear like with a shirt like this, with jeans, Diesel jeans if so, and someone that does like coconuts. It has a little bit of depth to the fragrance. So just because you're thinking coconut, don't wear this at the beach. Well, you can, but I think it has a little bit of depth to it. It's more of those, I think summer nights would be perfect, especially if you're, you know, close to the ocean or something like that. You're going to walk on a beach or something like that, on a boardwalk or something like that. This would be perfect because it's got that hint of tropical coconut feel to the fragrance, but also has some depth to it. So very, very interesting. Only the Brave Wild. Jeez. I'd love to hear your comments. Please comment below. Let us know what you guys think about this fragrance. If you ever smelt this fragrance, I'm assuming not a lot of you have. Please comment below, good, bad, or the ugly. I'd love to hear your take on OTB Wild. And while we're on this subject, might as well, if you haven't smelt this fragrance, what do you think of the Only the Brave lineup? I only own two. I'm going to check out, of course, Tattoo in the near future here. Let us know if you love this lineup, you hate it, what's your favorite of the lineup. Love to hear that. And as usual, thank you so much. Much appreciated for your support on the channel. Have a good one.